Hello, hello, beautiful souls. Today is November 22nd, and I'm here with Lady Nada, the pink rose of Lady Nada. She's an ascended master that heals our heart chakra. There's a lot of healing in the heart chakra. Well, I'm experiencing this myself because, especially during the time of my son Theo's death anniversary. So I look back and I feel that deep sadness around this time. Because if I look back 3 years ago, this is the day he got hit by a truck and went into coma at lunchtime. So just around this time, while I'm doing the video, so it overwhelms me with deep sadness, and that is a sign for me, like taking care of my grief as a mother who lost a child. So, what I do for self care is literally book time off for myself, like for 2 weeks during my birthday last Sunday and during the week of the death of Theo. So, how I do my self care plan is surround myself with music. Music is healing, it is soothing our soul. The frequency, the energy of this music is 963 hertz, which is actually about the seraphims, the presence of this beautiful highest order of the angels, the seraphims. Some people do not believe in angels, I guess because they haven't experienced the angels realm. And obviously, I do believe in angels because my existence um, is parallel to the timeline where I was taken to that realm. So, how do I explain this in grounded terms, right? So, when I clinically died of diphtheria at the age of 2, my soul, my consciousness ascend into the angel's realm, which is actually like a paradise. I was given this vision. I experienced this vision when I tap into my Akashic records, when I opened my Akashic records on 2008. Then in this vision, I was in this huge tree. It is the tree of life, the paradise, like Genesis. And I've met four archangels: Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, and Uriel. And these four archangels were preparing me to meet the divine. It is the vision is like a story, it's like a narrative that was implanted in my DNA. So when I opened my Akashic records, I went into this realm. And in that preparation, I met the divine consciousness. So the divine is this awe, right? This wonderment. There is no words to explain what the divine is because it's Ein Sof. It's so beautiful. It's magnificent. It's radiant. So it's like radiance, luminous. So when I met the divine, I was at home, and when they were brought me down back to my body, I was resisting and I was screaming right in the massage table where this is happening in physical dimension. And then they scooped me up again and lifted me, and I heard this two swoosh sound, swoosh, swoosh, and it gave me a inner knowing that I would be fine, that I would be okay to come back. So that experience led me to the angel's realm. As I'm growing in that dimension, as I'm still in that dimension, because we are multidimensional, so our soul is huge. Now, this part of me experiencing my body is another aspect of my multidimensional soul. So I am tapping into these archangels and bringing and anchoring this light into our consciousness. So my biggest project right now is it's so amazing. Like, I haven't published my book Collective Awakening. It's coming on December 12th, and I'm already tapping into the next project, like the book, because I felt I've been teaching the archangels, the Atlantis archangels, for 21 weeks straight, because people were coming and asking. So our last week of teaching is next Thursday with Archangel Hanael and Archangel Sandalphon, who is holding and opening the portal of Mother Earth. So I'm sharing these experiences with the archangels because I have been treating goddesses and women in my massage table that I recently opened. And I put roses and I do the archangels' attunements to bring them back to their home, the paradise template. So that is the healing that I am inviting you to come to my abode to experience the roses and archangels. And now the ascended master, Lady Nada, is about this healing of the heart, the pink rose, the light pink rose. If you can imagine, envision that pink rose around your heart chakra. So today I'm wearing a lot of pink, and I just the pink kanzite, and I surround myself with pink amethyst. Pink amethyst, such a beautiful pink amethyst. Look at this heart, right? The heart. And I also have my rhodonite, which is like there's a heart shape in my rhodonite. Basically, my crystals are actually having heart shape. So beautiful. And of course, my favorite, rose quartz. Look how huge my rose quartz. So in my healing, I send the collective healing to those mothers who have lost their children. Even those mothers who have lost, like, abortion, miscarriages, they are actually deep, deep grief that women have no idea that it affects their mental, emotional, and psychological, spiritual aspects. So I do a lot of healing with mothers or women that have lost their children. Basically, when I opened the records and I could feel the spirit of the aborted child, which is like a gift for me to feel that. And the ritual is literally having time for yourself, creating a sacred ritual, like lighting a candle, naming your child, naming the spirit. So you are validating your grief, your loss, and know that that spirit, that soul, is in a sacred contract with you. I also have a sacred contract with my aborted baby on when I was 15 years old, and I named her Jasmine. So there was a lot of healing around Jasmine. And because even if it's against my will, I felt it in my body that it was coming through my physical, emotional state. My computer shuts down for some reason. So, yeah, the healing of the heart is very deep. Layers of emotional wounds that we go through, especially mothers. And so the goddesses, so Archangel Shamuel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Shamuel's this beautiful pink light that will help you heal your heart chakra. And one of the oracle cards also came, which is a beautiful initiation by water. This oracle cards is by my favorite Alana Fairchild and Mario Duguay. I think it's the artist. He was one of my favorites. I've been following his art since 20, 2008. And this is the oracle. It's a beautiful light workers oracle. This was published, I think, around 2017. Just really perfect timing. I'm commemorating 2017. So, initiation by water. Look how beautiful that is. Number 23, which is a 5, freedom, expression. It, it felt to me like a baptism of the Holy Spirit, the holy water, and that we are holy, we are sacred, we are a vessel of the water, the living waters of the universe, the ocean. The ocean is like this God's immense love for us. And envision this water inside this glass, right? Like there's some sediments at the bottom and there's some clear water at the top. So you have to purify that vessel, that water, when you want to be a pure channel, a pure light. So then you can um, allow this light to to circulate in your system, and that you are able to um, be a radiant light, luminous and loving towards people, yourself. But with all the works that we do, it has to come back to ourselves first. Our first healing has to be within, so then we can help others. And of course, you are always going through the ups and downs as a healer archetype, and that is fine. Because we are in this body. So as long as we are in this body, we are always going through the collective healing of our planet Earth, of our human consciousness. So the element of water is so precious because it helps us to redefine that we are the light, we are the living water in this vehicle. So bless the water that you drink. Bless, bless the water that you take shower from. This when I take a shower, I feel the water is my filter to cleanse all my thoughts, my heaviness, or thoughts that are not in alignment to our divine consciousness. So, initiation by water. You are an initiate. So, remember that you are a holy vessel of the living waters. It's the water is a current that the electricity can flow through. So, the luminosity of our divine light can flow easily and shine this pure radiance to others and to planet Earth. And we are all in this oneness, the unified consciousness. So, this divine card as well came, this oracle of initiation by air. Isn't that gorgeous? I just want to feel this initiation by air. You could feel the birds, the freedom, and the heart chakra opening. And on top of the mountain is this beautiful freedom, in awe of divine creation. So initiation by air 24 is a 6 is acceptance and vision. It also relates to our mind. Our mind is a very powerful tool when you are always releasing and emptying your mind, because our mind can get stuck in overthinking, in addictions. If we could be addicted to thinking and we don't stop and we don't release all these these addictive thoughts, even though if it's beautiful thoughts, it's still heavy. So we always need to release that through meditation, through breathing, breath work, through nature, walking and grounding to Mother Earth. So then we are not heavy, we are not carrying all these thoughts. That's why writing is so cathartic. And I'm actually announcing our Cosmic Doulas are creating a new project for New Year 2021 for writers. We are going to do an application for people who are really serious writers. Like you have to write 10 pages a week to be able to be in this group, because we want you to produce, we want you to create, because writing is so healing. And as a writer, I have done a lot of healing through my journaling and writing, because you're releasing all these emotions, thoughts in this paper, and um, that is the manifestation that creates um, creates a beautiful vehicle for others to help themselves. I was listening to my teacher in Kabbalah, and he was talking about. Oh, I wish I have my book. He was talking about that everything, is a thought, right? The mind. So when we are reading a book, for example, if you can be attuned beyond the book, beyond the thought, and see how what was happening in the writer's mind to create this book. What is beyond? What is behind this creative project? And you will tap into the intention of the writer. You will be in entrainment. You will be in this unified consciousness of the writer's mind, because you are able to tap with the intention of the writer who wrote the book. Then that is such a beautiful divine gift, to feel the mind, to be in the mind with the consciousness of the writer. And that's why we read books, right? We want to tap, we want to understand what the writer is coming from. Where is the writer coming from? Why is she sharing this? What is happening in the writer's mind to receive such a gift? And so that is like, and this teacher actually addresses that as in divine consciousness. So it's like this whole circle of life. Everything is with the creator, and the creator's intention is to give. Okay, and according to Kabbalah, there are like 613 rules, laws of form. I should just grab that notes that I did last night. I was like studying until 1:30 in the morning. And if you are the creature in the middle of the circle, and also the animated, the plant kingdom, the animals, the inanimate object, these are all governed by the rules. And we are governed by 613 desires. But if our desires are not resonating to the 613 laws of the universe, then we are incongruent. We are unable to to fully receive the love of God, the love of the Creator. So the more we ascend, the more we study, the more we heal our soul, we are accelerating our consciousness into the universal laws. And that is actually returning back to home, feeling at one with the divine creator. Because you cannot resonate to the divine creator's mind when you are not in the laws of the universe, when your frequency is quite low in the victim consciousness. You are unable to resonate with joy, with um, with bliss, peace, love, the infinite, the limitless, the creative mind. So that's actually how we co-create with the creative mind of divine mind. And that's the Akash, guys. That's why Akashic Records is your return to home. You are returning to your soul, to the Creator. And it's such a blessing to be in this space. So thank you so much for listening. And please subscribe and share this to your family so we can expand. Namaste.